Roof Max of Hickory, affordable roof rejuvenation. Visit roofmaxx.com.
Good evening and welcome into the Friday, November 21st edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news today, a Maiden man has been sentenced to a lengthy prison term for the murder of his ex-girlfriend's mother. 38-year-old Michael Stephen Ricker received a minimum prison sentence of just over 33 years this week in connection to the death of a woman in October of 2023. Ricker was charged in connection to the October 21st, 2023 death of 63-year-old Lisa Armstrong Rose. She was found by Lincoln County Sheriff's officers deceased in a bathroom of a home on Ginger Lane in Maiden. Authorities say the victim was Ricker's ex-girlfriend's mother. Ricker appeared in Lincoln County Superior Court and entered a plea agreement this week. He pled guilty to a charge of second-degree murder amended from the original charge of first-degree murder. Ricker was sentenced by Superior Court Judge Pomeroy to 397 to 489 months or 33 years 1 month to 40 years 9 months in the North Carolina Department of Adult Corrections with 760 days credit for time served. Ricker faced additional charges from Catawba County, where he was charged with attempted first-degree murder and discharging a firearm into occupied property. He was sentenced to an additional 180 to 238 months to run concurrently with the Lincoln County sentence. A ruptured gas line led to a leak in a Burke County town on Thursday. Ariana Mack has the story.
Thanks, Rob. A ruptured gas line in the area of 100 Reed Street in Drexel prompted a coordinated emergency response Thursday afternoon following a 911 call received by Burke County EMS Communications shortly before 2 p.m. The call came from a construction company working in the area reporting they had accidentally ruptured a 4-inch natural gas main. Emergency personnel from the Drexel Fire Department, Burke County Fire Marshal's Office, Burke County Emergency Management, Drexel Police Department, and Piedmont Natural Gas were immediately dispatched to the scene. Burke County Emergency Management issued a shelter-in-place order for a quarter-mile radius surrounding the leak site. At 3:15 p.m., crews from Piedmont Natural Gas successfully cut off gas service to the main, stopping the active leak. As of 3:19 p.m., the shelter-in-place order was officially rescinded, though emergency management and utility crews remained on scene for ongoing safety and repair operations. There was no immediate estimate for the complete restoration of natural gas services to affected customers in the area. Piedmont Natural Gas remained on site until all repairs were completed and service was safely restored. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Ariana Mack.
Thanks, Ariana. A suspect in a hit-and-run case was being sought by police on November 14th at approximately 9:30 p.m. Valdez police responded to Praley Street Southeast and Essa Hildebrand Road following an iPhone crash notification alert indicating a motor vehicle accident. Officers arrived to find a passenger vehicle overturned on its roof with a damaged fire hydrant nearby. The driver was not found at the scene. A witness reported hearing the crash and stated that a man described as a possible Hispanic male with blood on his face was briefly present but fled upon hearing approaching sirens. Officers identified the driver as Fernando Rodriguez Jose. They reported that Jose had contacted them, stating he was injured and was attempting to return to the scene before communication with him ceased. First responders remained on the scene, and a drone was deployed to search the nearby wooded area. After approximately 25 minutes, no person was found. Authorities obtained an arrest warrant for the suspect, identified as Jose. The charge is felony hit and run with injury. Attorney General Jeff Jackson has secured court judgments against a pair of contractors for unfair and deceptive trade practices. One of the cases involved the price gouging of homeowners for tree removal services after Hurricane Helene. The North Carolina Department of Justice issued a news release about the case on Thursday. After Hurricane Helene, the Department of Justice sued Lorenzo Huggins Sr. and his son Lorenzo Huggins Jr. for violating North Carolina's price gouging law. A Hendersonville couple hired Huggins to remove the 2 trees that had fallen on their home and paid them $25,500 up front. The news release said Huggins did not complete the tree removal work, instead dropping additional tree limbs and debris into the couple's home and damaging a retaining wall. A court granted a judgment against the Huggins duo. As a result of the judgment, the defendants are no longer allowed to advertise, offer, or enter into agreements for contracting or landscaping work. The court also canceled any tree and debris removal contracts that North Carolina consumers signed with the defendants and ordered the defendants to reimburse customers for any costs they'd already paid. In today's crime report, Ariana has a report on a man being charged with driving while impaired on a vehicle you don't often see on the roadways. In local sports, Jason Savage has news from Appalachian State, where a women's tennis player has moved on to the quarterfinal round of the NCAAs. In community focus, Ariana has a feature on choral activities at Lenore Rhine. She'll be joined by director Ryan Lures. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2, and now on the WHKY YouTube channel, and at 10 o'clock weeknights on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.